Hi there, thanks for tuning in to Math with Mullins. Today we're going to be looking at stem and leaf plots and line plots. Let's get started. These are some vocabulary terms to understand what stem and leaf plots are. We're going to start with those. Please take the time to go ahead and pause the video now and write down each of the vocabulary terms, what a stem and leaf plot is, stems, leaves, and the key. Once you're done, go ahead and click play and come back to us. We're going to try to do a stem and leaf plot now. This one says, make a stem and leaf plot for the data in the table below. As we're going, make sure you pause the video and write the steps down. It's important that you know what to do for each of the 3 steps, so make sure that you take the time to do that and write those in your notes. The first step you're going to do is order the data from least to greatest. I've already taken the time to order our data from least to greatest. The least number was 66. The highest number is 89. Step 2 is actually creating the stem and leaf plot. Here we go. What we're going to do first is draw a vertical line and a horizontal line. We're going to make sure that we draw the stems on the smaller side of the chart and the leaves will go on the longer side. Notice how it says that we're going to be writing it from least to greatest, and we're going to be writing the stems and leaves. The stems will be the tens place value, so all of the 60s, 70s, and 80s. So 6, 7, and 8 will be the stems. Oops, let me delete that guy. Sorry. The ones place values, and I'll do this in a different color just so you can kind of see the difference, are going to be the leaves. The ones place values are going to be the leaves. So I'm going to start writing this. We have 66, so 6 will be my first leaf, 67, 7 will be my next one, and 69. For the sevens, I have 70, so 0, 71, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. These all stand for 70, 71, 72, 73s, 74s, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79. The last ones are 80s, so I have an 81, an 88, and an 89. Once you are done drawing your stem and leaf plot, you can tell where most of your data is. In this case, all of our data are in the 70s. So a sentence that we could write for this one in summary would be, most of my data is ending up in the 70s, or the largest number is 89, or the smallest number is 66. So this would be step 2. Step 3 is really easy. It's just including a key that explains the stem and leaf. So once you're done drawing the stem and leaf plot, you would just go here to the bottom corner and just show one example. Stem and leaf, I'm going to use 67 for ours. So 6 in the stem, 7 in leaves stands for the number 67. You always want to include a key because you're assuming that people looking at your key do not know what a stem and leaf plot is. The next thing we're going to talk about is a line plot. And these are actually really, really easy. It's basically a graph that shows the frequency of data along a number line. It's easy to use when you're comparing less than 25 numbers, and it's a quick, simple way to organize data. You don't necessarily have to write these notes down, but if you want to, again, just feel free to pause and jot these down, just so you've got some reference in your notes. Let's take a look at what line plots are. The Fairfax Ski Resort asked its guests how many times they went sledding last year. So here's an example of sledding. Notice we had a lot of people that said 0. And essentially, you're just reading the line plot and answering a question to it. This one says, how many guests went sledding more than 3 times? Go ahead and take a guess. More than 3 times is going to be 4 times and 5 times. So that stands for 1 and 2 people, which is a total of 3 people, or 3 guests. Here's another one. The soccer coach looked up how many goals his team members scored last season. How many team members scored more than 2 goals last season? again, more than 2 goals would be 3 goals, 4 goals, and 5. 3 goals were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4 was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's going to be 7 and 8 is 15, 15 plus 10, 25 goals. Or no, 25 team members. Whoops. Sorry. Sorry about that. We were just interrupted by the intercom. So we went ahead and said that 25 people scored more than 2 goals last season. This concludes our video, so make sure that you have really quickly in your notes those 3 steps of stem and leaf plots and the definitions. What's a stem and leaf plot? What's the stem? What's the leaf? And what's the key? Thanks for tuning in.